Alright, welcome back fans and friends for this upcoming video. As you can see, there are two Firebirds here. These are from the Auto Driver series, M2s. And you can see there where I scratched it trying to pop the hood. You can see it's clearly cut out, but it is stamping and not an opening hood. There you see Pontiac on the back of it, 400. The reason for that is because this is the 400 HO version of the car. But you will not get that from underneath the car. Reasonably well done. So, and then this is the other one. And this one I actually did more damage too. You can see there where I took a chunk out of the front trying to open it. Which is unfortunate. The car looks really nice, but unfortunately it does not have an opening hood. So therefore I got this one extremely recently. This is the deluxe version. The Holley Special, I'm going to call it. And you can just see there, Holley High Performance Products. And it is an extremely similar car, 1968 Pontiac Firebird 400 HO. Series 127, the 50th casting of this year. You could just see their Pontiac wide track. The suspension, fortunately, it looks okay. It doesn't, I don't know if it looks better than the less deluxe versions. But there you have it. The 68 is obviously for 1968 again Holley. And then there we have the rear of the car, something on the license plate, which is always great. And so there we have it. And luckily this one we know the hood opens because it happens to be already open in the packaging. Therefore there's no guesswork. It's really disappointing when M2 or Greenlight make vehicles that don't do their normal stuff. And I'll bring that up recently with that Barracuda from M2, sorry, Greenlight. I could not get the hood to open, so we've seen a 340 before, I'm pretty sure, but not from M2. Sorry, not from Greenlight. So here we are. You have there the racing orange with the black stripe. And I'll give the camera another 10 seconds to focus. Okay, so here we have it. Just trying to, because Samsung, unfortunately, not the greatest, but here we go. I've moved everything out of the way. So we'll start with the front. You can see there the hood closes nicely, and you can see there relatively evenly. Black outline for the front grille, orange divider. The lights are a different color. They're just painted over. They're not inserts. At least it appears to me. All four wheels are the same, which is great. I don't really mind the dragging thing, but I'm not really a fan of it either. And we can see here the front hood is roughly the same outline as the less deluxe models. It's just harder to see because of that black stripe running down the middle. Windshield nice and easy to see through. The problem is the interior is the same color, black as the stripe, so it's relatively hard to see any detail in it. There you can just see the steering wheel. Outboard lights are different color from the inboard lights. Front splitter present. On the left side, we have some graphics. You can just see there, Firebird on the left, and Holley carbs, ignition, and flues, which is all engine-related technology. There's a door, black handle, painted on. Left door opens relatively easily. We'll see how easy the right door opens. White track Pontiac for the steering. And I don't see the gas cap. Usually it's a GM vehicle on the other side. There's the spoiler. It is not the elevated type, it is the push-down type. Bumper is a little bit weirdly angled, 1968, nice and clearly written on the rear plate. There's the Pontiac symbol, sorry, the Firebird symbol, relatively easy to make out. Two sets of lights, sorry, two decks for the sets of lights, which is pretty much identical to this one. Like I said, those M2s, the basic ones, they're not bad, but you don't get the opening hood, and therefore for the amount of money you pay less, which is roughly the price of a Hot Wheels, I don't know if it's worth it. 1968, only on the right side, front and back. There's the grille. Oh, they both open relatively easily, so that's great. Usually there's always one that fights. One that bites, one that fights. Yeah, I don't see the gas cap. I'm pretty sure it might be actually in the back, like certain Camaros. Definitely not on the top. And I don't remember seeing it on these vehicles as well either, so. Anyway, so as this is the 400 HO model, I will try to be as quick as possible. I have covered the 400 HO actually with the GTO, I think. Not the Judge. The Judge, the one that I did actually, I found out has the 455. So another V8, larger displacement. And so there we have the undercarriage of the car. It is the shiny gloss black. There's the exhaust, there's the mufflers, transfer case, drive shaft, and gearbox. For transfer, honestly, I think the basic one is just as good. As we know, they're not interchangeable with each other, because you can see there the top one has 2 screws, this one only has 1. The auto driver does not have the pin, so you will never be able to fit it inside. Anyway, the other major thing I want to talk about is the Goodyear tires. Second lastly, but not leastly, there are Eagles, and they've actually done really well. So had it been this car like a little bit more plain, it looks nice, but I would have preferred. I have a taste for just having the more quote-unquote regular-looking ones. So not poorly done. Definitely much better. You're getting more for your dollar than that thing. And anything else to cover is just the best part of the vehicle. The hood, which we know opens, but for some reason now I'm not going to be able to open it. So here we have it, the 400 HO engine, as you can see there. Actually, I was looking at the GTO yesterday, the Judge, and it looks extremely similar to this. The delay is a little bit different, obviously, because it's a different engine. But here we have it, the 400 HO. So the major difference besides obviously the spoiler, opening doors, and the hood, which is one of the, I think, advantages M2 has over certain green lights, not all of them. Obviously the scaling for both companies is very different, which is unfortunate. So there we have it, a nicely done Pontiac from Firebird HO from 1968. The next one hopefully I'm going to try to get is the Sprint version, but I don't know if they've released any of those recently. Anyway, fans and friends, it's Thomas from Toronto. Thanks for watching this video, and until the next one.